the team news ahead of the pre-match commemorations and tributes. Hull City making two changes, to their team this evening, and Seri is in for Ryan Woods in midfield, whilst Tyler Smith replaces the injured Benji Tete. So Hull City line up with Ingram in goal, Alfie Jones, Tobias Figueiredo, Jacob Greaves, Louis Coyle, John Michael Seri, Regan Slater, Callum Elder, Ozan Tufan in the 10 role. Tyler Smith is going up front alongside Oscar Estepinian. The bench for the Tigers sees Greg Doherty return with Nathan Baxter, Ryan Woods, Ryan Longman, Sean McLaughlin, Dimitros Pelkas and Cyrus Christie. Stoke, for now, are quite happy to sit pretty in their shape as Figueiredo again finds Greaves. Plenty of passes with no real forward momentum, but Greaves now finds Elder, who's away from Jacob Brown, towards the box. Elder's delivery finds Smith. He twisted, he turned on the ball. It took a deflection behind for a corner. Just like that, after all those small, intricate passes around the back with no real adventure, Greaves had enough of it, sent it down the line, and Elder nearly provided Smith with goal number 2 of the season. Back to Ingram. Ingram will play it out towards Alfie Jones, who once again takes a touch on the ball and will re-find Ingram, who now gives it a big wallop down the middle, searching for Tyler Smith. If it had been the other way around between the two of them, I think there would have been a better outcome, but Oscar gets a ball anyway, and it's just dropped into Tufan's feet by Slater. Tufan, 30-yarder, having a go, bounced in front of the keeper. That is tame by Tufan from the goalkeeper's perspective. It needed to be more ferocious for him to be troubled. Yeah, just to the left of the D, it's got enough of an angle on it to produce a little bit of swerve. Power is the key from this sort of position as Ingram stands and waits for the delivery of the free kick, which takes a deflection, and Ingram is called upon and with 2 hands tips it away from the left hand side. The captain Baker wanted to take it on, and it will be Stoke City's first corner of the evening. Well watched by Ingram because he had to adjust.
Yeah, he did. I think he was comfortable though. I think he had time to react, to the deflection.
And the referee blows his whistle to signal that it will be a throw in Stoke City's way, despite everyone bystanding and watching the ball go out of play. So a bit sloppy in terms of concentration. Stoke City lifting the ball towards the penalty area. It's headed freely by Jacob Greaves, but again Hull City give a foul away. Tyler Smith went for the ball. I was about to say that he looked like he'd actually planted his foot and actually won the ball, but he took the man as well, and Tyler Smith is not happy with the decision. It brings another shooting opportunity from a set piece for the visitors. Plotting how they're going to attack it this time. Thompson walks away from it as Baker delivers, deflected and in. Ingram this time did not have the opportunity to get across. He was committed to the dive, but the ball spiralled the other way and nestled towards the right-hand corner from our perspective, and Stoke City, through Lewis Baker, their captain, lead by 1-0.
Yeah, and it's a sloppy goal, isn't it? Just mentioned there about Tyler Smith being on his heels, giving the foul away. But from the resultant free kick, we'd already had a warning 10 minutes ago, hadn't we, where Ingram reacted to Baker's free kick. This time, the deflection beats him, all ends up. He can't get back across this time. There's too much pace on the ball, and it nestles into the back of the net.
Seri to the edge of the area. Slater! Oh, just wide. It was floated. I expected the net to ripple and the north stand with the rest of the Hull City crowd to roar with celebration, but Regan Slater just curving the ball too much away from the target. Seri spotted him on the edge of the area, totally unmarked. Stoke City's backline has possession out wide to Wilmot, but then Greaves gets in front of Liam Delap, but the ball finds its way back to Wilmot, and he's spotted Smallbone in space on the left side of the midfield. Smallbone now working it wide. Here comes Stoke City towards the penalty area with Timon. Timon tees it back to Smallbone, takes a shot on, it's deflected, so that'll be a corner. Ingram got a cross just to be sure, but 32 minutes gone. Hull City, who have conceded from a 5th set piece this season, the most of any team in the Championship, now need to make sure it's not going to be a 6th and Stoke's 2nd. John Michael Serry making his way across. Slater over there too. There's 5 left to aim at in white. It's delivered towards the front post, and this is a complicated concoction by Stoke, which is in the end headed over by Flint. It was worked to the front post, then a little flick inside the penalty area.
It was quite a well-worked corner kick, wasn't it? Again, another one from the training ground. Little run to the near post, little flick round the corner. There was a little block going on from the man-to-man markers on the edge of the box there, which enables one of them to get free.
Jacob Brown has the ball in his hands, plays it in towards Baker. Slater across with Elder, but the ball finds Delap along the deck now towards Brown. There's 4 waiting in white shirts in the penalty area, but there's no space really to work with for Jacob Brown. Callum Elder getting a touch. The ball is sat on the white paint of the touchline, but Brown is trying to wriggle away from Callum Elder, and the free kick is given. Callum Elder is fuming at the decision because he feels Brown went down way too cheaply. Any contact is going to be punished by the referee, and this is a crossing opportunity which Stoke City can capitalise on, as it's just to the right of the penalty area, and it will be Baker again on free kick duty. He's had 2 shooting opportunities, one of them has gone in. This time he's going to have to be provider in a one-man wall to beat. Baker's delivery, Ingram is beaten, and into the net it goes. And Ben Wilmot, who's never scored back-to-back goals, is celebrating again. It's a very cheap goal to concede. Ingram flew out, misread the ball, and the defenders couldn't clear it away. And a centre-half of Stoke City of Ben Wilmot's height and presence is going to punish you, and he has done.
Yeah, it's doubled, unfortunately, and it's an avoidable goal in my eyes. I can't take anything away from Lewis Baker's delivery there. What a fantastic cross that is into the box. Enticed Matt Ingram in the Hull City goal to come, but once he's decided to come, he's got to take everything out there. He doesn't. The ball just goes through everyone, and there's Wilmot, the back post, empty goal, just guides it into the net, goes in slow motion. Terrible goal to give away.
Regan Slater, who now finds Greaves. Greaves looks to whip a cross in. Simple header away for Morgan Fox. And now Stoke City are on the move, and there's a free man. Smallbone into the penalty area. Ingram stands his ground. He needed to stand his ground. It should have been 3. Smallbone completely set it away, no marking on him. Hull City coming the other way. Pelkas, right hand side, he will deliver into the box looking for Oscar. Stoke City look to clear. Pelkas immediately onto him and then gives away a free kick because he was judged to be too aggressive on Morgan Fox on the left side of the defence. But at one end Hull City create an opportunity, but they left the door wide open for Smallbone, and it should have been 3-0 and game over.
It should have been 3-0. And that's the first time they've really cut us open there with them 3. They've had a few opportunities first off where they've countered, but that final pass, that final decision hasn't been quite good enough from them. But this time it was, and Smallbone goes clean through, one-on-one with Ingram. But Ingram pulls us out of it, stands up well and makes a good save.
Tufan 30 yards out, trying to play it through to Pelkas. The ball somehow runs beyond his marker. Stoke City though with a second man at the back. It was Morgan Fox clearing it away. Hull City win it on the halfway line again. This is where Hull City can test Stoke City's defence. Pelkas right side. Pelkas skipping away from Smallbone into the area. Oscar! He's cannoned the post. He looks to the heavens. Oscar Estepinian, big smile on his face. Just had a sixth sense of knowing where the goal was.
Yeah, it was better play, wasn't it? Pelkas being really positive, driving into the box there. Very agile, like you said earlier, and pulls it back to Oscar. And he just shows how much confidence he's playing with at the moment, Oscar. To take that on with that pace coming at him on his left foot there.
Now the game is flowing. Tufan, Seri, Gale charging down on him, but he gets the ball away before he can arrive. Tufan, again Hull City. Lots of passes. They're trying to unpick Stoke City's defence. Slater to Seri. Seri away from Smallbone. Ball finds Pelkas. Pelkas left edge of the penalty area. Into the box now with Tufan. Longman is just begging for someone to hit it, and neither of them do. Seri, Slater, he might take it on. He does take it on. Pushed away by Bursic. Longman then tries to recycle. Goal kick goes Stoke City's way, but Regan Slater, the one taking it on, throwing caution to the wind and giving the MKM Stadium more decibels of noise. 2-0 still, but Hull City are on the move. Been the left-hand side where Hull City have tried to infiltrate, with Jacob Brown being there at right wing back. And Alex Neil made reference to that in the build-up, saying that he's got a real lack of wingers at the moment. He's not even playing his preferred system tonight. He likes a 4-2-3-1, but Stoke are passing it really nicely on the edge. Baker hits 3! And that goal deserved, on the balance of how they constructed it, that might just have knocked the stuffing out of Hull City for good. An excellent move. And Stoke City go 3-0 up. Dwight Gale, Delap, they were all involved, but Lewis Baker was the one who smacked it into the net, and Stoke City might just be home and dry. After all the momentum of the Tigers, Stoke have sucker punched them 3-0.
Oh, it's a fantastic finish from Baker. You know, I mentioned it earlier about us. Can we move the ball quickly when we're doing some intricate passing around the box? It's got to be more tempo. And Stoke City have just showed us how to do it. One touch play between Gale, Delap, into Baker. And what a finish by Baker into that bottom corner of Ingram's goal.
Coyle into the area. Oh, it's bypassed Longman. It bypassed the keeper as well, with a minute to go. And Ryan Longman just needed to stick a foot out and put the ball in from 5 yards. A minute and a half to go. Christie. It now finds Figueiredo. Figueiredo across now towards Doherty. The back five standing firm for Stoke City, with Baker on that far side drifting across, but Hull City taking a shot through Ryan Longman. Bersic keeping that clean sheet at guard and getting a hand to it. It will be a corner. Hull City just looking to rip that clean sheet away from the Stoke City goalkeeper with what probably will be the final chance of the game.
Good effort from Longman, cutting inside, getting a good strike away. We haven't seen enough of that.